even when you were inside the chopper. Just stay with us on the phone. We'll let the audience also take a look at what you witnessed firsthand when you were inside the chopper making the journey into Gangtok.
We are on board a chopper from Bagdogra going towards Gangtok, and you can see from here, right from here, you can see landslides that have been caused by the earthquake that hit the city at about 6:10 p.m. on Sunday evening. A lot of devastation and a lot of damage has been done at various cities, specifically on north of Sikkim. That's what we're hearing from the government as well as army and the other agencies that have been pressed into service. Times Now is the only channel on board this chopper bringing to you aerial shots of the damage that has been done because of this earthquake. After the earthquake, there were aftershocks also that were felt in the city, the epicenter being Sikkim and Nepal border region. Many people have died. The death toll is rising, we are hearing, and a lot of people have also obviously been injured. We are hearing from our sources that many people are still trapped, but because of the inclement weather conditions and the problem of rain, continuous rain, the rescue operations took some time. Rain played a spoil spot in getting people out of the debris that they were trapped in. About 5,000 army personnel have been pressed into service. Not only that, the NDRF teams, 2,000 people are working on the rescue operation to provide first aid, medical assistance, all the food, clothing and accommodation. As of now, we're hearing that many people have already been rescued, but the death toll could rise up. With camera person Imtiaz, Tavleen Singh for Times Now.
Well, Tavleen also spoke to Brigadier Kakkar, who's been at the helm of all the rescue operations down on ground. Let's listen to what he had to say.
We have with us Brigadier Harsha Kakkar of 33 Corps to tell us more about the rescue operations that are underway at all the quake-affected areas. Sir, from your side, you were talking about 5,000 personnel that are already there and more units coming in?
5,000 already deployed. We're moving in people, basically the special forces, the helicopters. We're moving in wherever we can and trying, because the aim is to reach the remotest areas as fast as we can. So wherever we can reach them on foot, by road, we're moving in our people. Wherever that is becoming difficult, we're looking at insertion, for which we may be using special forces, we'll be using some of our own people. We have to get to them as fast as possible, and that is what the overall intention is.
4 to 6 helicopters, you said, have been pressed into services. Are there any teams of rescue teams from your end and other NDRF teams that are still stuck and waiting to be airlifted?
Our teams are already on move by the helicopters, and we're moving in doctors, we're moving in communication teams so that we get the network done. We're moving in relief teams. That's moving in with the helicopters. They're flying out casualties. All that is being done. Relief material is being moved in. In addition, as far as the NDRF is concerned, the doctors have been moved in. For the balance, the movement is in progress.
Sir, you were talking about some more casualties that you are hearing from your local resources at Mangao. Can you tell us more about that?
This basically Heidel project there near Mangan, where we've come to know that there have been 8 to 10 casualties. The confirmations have yet to come. The moment it comes, and any other details that come in, we'll keep you all informed.
How many casualties from the army or from the military that you're hearing?
From the army, we've got 2 fatal and we've got 11 injured. That's the inputs that come in so far. That is our state as of now. Anything else that comes in, we'll keep you all informed.
So which are the areas which are, it's very difficult to reach there, and what is your priority right now as per, as we talk right now?
See, the areas which are along the main axis where the roads have not been damaged, those areas we've already reached. Our priority now is to reach those remote, far-flung areas where communication and where the roads have been broken and damaged, for which in a number of cases teams had moved out last evening. In some cases they moved out very early. In fact, within minutes of the earthquake, we began the reaction by sending out teams into every possible direction to try and meet people, see where the difficulties are. People have flocked into the army camps. Wherever they've come in, they've been given meals, they've been given shelter, they've been given all blankets, everything that is required. We're looking after them, we're providing them all the medical comforts, all that we can. After all, it's our people. That's what the intention is.
Okay, thank you so much for speaking to us. With camera person Imtiaz, this is Tavleen Singh in Bagdogra for Times Now.
Well, Tavleen speaking to Brigadier Kakkar, they're saying